We out here trying to find our purpose. God left something inside of us. Gotta find it.
Hi guys, my name is Brittanee-Noel and I'm just here to give you guys a hair tutorial. Today I'm going to be washing and protective styling my curly hair. So this was a protective style that was in for, I want to say it's about 5 days or 6 days. And I'm going to be washing it and showing you guys what I do. So, first we're going to start off by taking it down. And I'm going to let you guys see exactly how it looks before I do anything to it. Mind you, this is old, like already worn out curls, already styled curls that just have gone limp. And today my go-to style was an updo. And I'm going to be washing it and protective styling and showing you guys. And then I will be showing you the final product after the protective style sets or dries or whatever. Yeah. So here we go. I'm about to go wash it right now. When I come back from washing it, I will show you guys exactly what I use and how I do the rest of the process. Alright, so I'm back from washing my hair. I put it into 4 separate sections so it was easy to detangle in the shower with some conditioner. And now I'm going to take down half of my hair so that we can begin the braiding process. Got my coconut oil, and I'm just gonna spread it throughout my hair from the roots to the ends, making sure that I really get it all over. Using a wide tooth comb, I'm gonna part my hair so that we can begin to flat braid it. When you part your hair or do anything with a comb or detangling of your hair, make sure you just are as nice as you possibly can be. Don't rush. Take your time and nicely detangle your hair. Don't rip through it. Putting a little more coconut oil into the individual sections just to make sure that it's fully coated and saturated. And I'm gonna detangle my hair again because my hair is super thick and gets tangled really easily. And now I'm gonna start the braiding process.
Trying to find our purpose. God left something inside of us. Gotta find it. That hidden treasure. Take a look at your soul. You find some treasure.
Okay, so I'm not the most perfect braider in the world, but this is what works for me. Do what works for you. And throughout braiding, I detangle my hair with the Denman brush that I got from Sally's Beauty Supply. They have the one that you see here, the smaller red and black one, or they have a big paddle brush. Just use whichever you prefer. I like the smaller one because I feel like I can get to smaller sections that way. And the reason I detangle as I braid is so that when I go to take my hair out, the curls come out formed better, and I am not pulling my hair to pull the tangles out and then causing frizziness. So it gets kind of redundant, but I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of this process. It gives them pleasure to reveal it to you. It's called his kingdom.
Better learn them keys. Trust me, you need them. Open up your life, don't waste this time. Gotta make your choice, either make your life. Gotta find your voice, gotta find your place. Open up your soul, show the world his face. It looks amazing. Let your light praise. Let go of your soul. Just take a look at your soul. You find some treasures, some gold. Take a look.
So when I get to the ends of my hair, I comb it out or brush it out, either one, again, to make sure that all the tangles aren't there. And I also put a little bit more product in at the end just to make sure that the ends are fully coated. And I twist it around my finger so that it will form a curl, and I continue on to the next one. Remember, always, always, always be nice to your hair. Always take your time. Don't ever rip to detangle. I know it can be frustrating sometimes, but just take your time. Your hair will love you, and you will love it.
No one can measure. Your life is meaning. It gives them pleasure to reveal it to you. It's called his kingdom. Better learn them keys. Trust me, you need them. Everybody living life, but hopefully they wanna find out. But they been playing too hard, they need to call a time out and look at they soul. They find some treasure, some gold. That's why your life gets so busy, cause Satan don't want you to know. So to all my kings and queens in this royal family, I pray you live on purpose. It's so worth it, can't you see that you can beat anything that you see? Looking through the lens of Christ, through faith, you get it right. Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold. Take a look at your soul, that hidden treasure you know. Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold. Take a look at your soul, that hidden treasure you know.
So again, when I get to the ends, I make sure that I brush it out real good. Add a little bit more product. And finish out my braid with a twist around my finger so that it curls at the end and it holds the braid together.
You gotta let something inside of us. Gotta find it. That hidden treasure.
Take a look at your soul. You find some treasure, some gold. Take a look at your soul. Take a look at your soul. Take a look.
Oh, and disclaimer, all of these things that I do and that you see are things that work for me and for my hair. Everyone has different hair. Me and my sister have different hair. You and I will have different hair. You and your siblings will have different hair. Just nobody has the same hair. So just keep that in mind when you're doing things with your naturally curly hair, and just embrace what you have and be happy about what God gave you, and just rock it.
Placed on this planet, that's right. Your life is planet, which means you built for success, which means you can pass that test. Indeed, the king of kings, but treasure in your soul, that's a blessing.
So around here, I started to run out of memory on my camera, as well as I had to hurry up so that I could go pick up my son. So I am going to finish the next side on my own, and I will show you guys the finished product. Alright, so I am all done braiding my hair, and as you can see, I did 6 braids total, 3 on each side, 1 part in the middle. Okay, braided all the way down. I had to stop the video because I am in a little bit of a hurry because I have to go get my son from my husband's mother's house. So, this is the last step. I put African castor oil on my roots. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. And then I'm gonna go get my baby.
Never let that pressure stop you. The pressure rocket. The pressing got you. The pressure rocket. It's called a rock. It's called a bread.
I just use about that much, by the way. And I just kind of spread it out. So after this, I normally let my hair dry for a day or 2 because it's so thick it takes just that long to dry. But this is the next day. I take herbal oil, African herbal oil, and just spread some on my hands. I would show you guys, but it's really runny. And I just pull it through my braids so that I don't get any frizz during the takedown process. And I make sure that I rub it on my fingertips because I use my fingertips to take out the braids. And you want to minimize as much frizz as you possibly can. Now during this takedown process, you want to take your time and slowly pull apart your braids. You don't want to just be ripping your braids apart because that will cause frizziness as well. Get a little more oil from your palms onto your fingertips as you go through. Just, make sure that you have oil on your fingertips so that you can reduce the amount of frizz. If you get little knots like you just saw me, just pull it apart ever so slowly and run the oil down to where it got stuck.
Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold. Take a look at your soul, just take a look at your soul, you find some treasure.
And definitely in the front, take your time because the front of your hair is so fragile. Like, it will frizz up in a second if you let it. So if I like the look of it, I just leave it and keep going. Sometimes I will pull some pieces apart then, or I'll wait until the very end and see how I like it. So I'm gonna let you guys watch.
Each planet, which means you built for success, which means you can pass that test. Indeed, the king of kings, but treasure in your soul, that's a blessing. You royalty, that's kings, queens, no NYC or NIC. Without you becoming, we intend you to be. You becoming, we intend you to be your hidden treasure.
Depending on the style that I'm going for that day, I either take the whole thing down or I leave a little bit of the braid at the top so that I can wear that as a style in and of itself, which is kind of cool. You get multiple styles out of one set. Just take down the other side the same way as you did the first side, pulling it apart slowly. Don't rip anything. Try and reduce the amount of frizz that you get, keeping oil on your palms and your fingertips. If you need more, grab more. It's not going to hurt anything. Well, my hair, even though it's super thick, it tends to be really dry. So I end up putting moisturizer, oil, or something on it every day. So for me, too much oil is impossible. For you, you might have a different story. You might have to tailor the amount of oil you put in your hair to your hair type. And I just take about half of the braid out. I leave the top half in. And I kind of fluff and pick it out and fluff it, move it around, separate pieces, trying to get it to look the way I want to. And when I separate pieces, I do the same as like when I pull out my braids, as slowly as I can, until I find the way I like it to look. Now, I told you guys there's no such thing as over moisturizing for my hair, so I also put some Sheen on top of it when I'm done. And that's completely up to you, just based on your hair type, and you know what you want it to look like and how shiny you want it to be. So the other option is to take it all the way down, and then just be taking all your braids out, or maybe it's been a day or two and you don't like the way it looks anymore, so you just take the rest of the braids out and you have a completely new hairstyle. Bam, right there. You didn't even have to do any more work. And I just pick it with my fingers or a pick, move it around, separate sections, pull, stretch, but do not fluff. No frizz. And there's my baby sleeping.
Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold. Take a look at your soul, just take a look at your soul. Just take a look look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold.
Just take a look at your soul. Just take a look at your soul.
Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold.
Take a look at your soul. You find some treasure, some gold.
Take a look at your soul, you find some treasure, some gold. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, you won't grow. Created in his image, in his mind. You are finished, designed, placed on this planet. That's right.